we talked about the possibility of XRP making a double bottom and then breaking above, because we needed the MACD to bounce higher, the RSI to break higher. Now, if we look at recent price fluctuations, what we are looking at is that the price is breaking to the upside. So the trend is positive. Now, price action needs to be looked at from all the different angles, right? So if you are looking at XRP on a 3-day chart, this is what you see. The first pump, then 87 days of consolidation to move to the upside. Again, another one, move to the upside, 100 days of consolidation, move to the upside, 132 days of consolidation. So you can clearly see the trend here. That's like 87 days, 105 days, 132 days. And right now, it's just 99 days. So we are somewhere here, right? Now, based on this, we may have around 150 days of consolidation. That's like 50 days to go. But in that 50 days, what are we doing? We are going back and retesting the previous top. We are going back and retesting the previous top. That's what the trend shows. So from here, going back and retesting the top in XRP means $2. And as of now, we are 0.6 or just below that, right? So as we continue higher in 50 days, that means after that 50 days, next 10 to 40 days, we have a huge run up possibility. The possibilities are XRP is gonna run high, and during that time we also need to understand how the market would be behaving, right? Say BTC, this is a daily chart of BTC where you're already getting a breakout, right? This is a daily chart where RSI is breaking out, MACD is crossing to the upside, and price is bouncing. Now, yes, to get that bullish momentum going on, what we need here is to break above this range of 35,000. So that means the consolidative range is breaking to the upside. Now that's on a daily chart. Now, when you step back for BTC and look at it on a 3-day chart, you get a different perspective there. Now, yes, you'll have to compare all of those with XRP, altcoin market cap, Bitcoin dominance, and you see a possibility that when Bitcoin dominance drops, altcoins go higher. Altcoins get the room to run higher. Now, in that scenario, you are now comparing XRP to XRP BTC pair, and it shows like, okay, we went to the upside and we came down, but the support is still holding. So what's going to happen from here? We'll go through the live chart and do the technical analysis. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. So as we discussed, we were looking for this break and we just did that one. So how did we understand this is going to happen? Because we are doing this on a regular basis for a lot of different assets to understand what they are doing. So if you do a chart and then you understand, okay, that asset is moving as you anticipated, that means you are making money or you are going positive. You put a trade and your portfolio goes green, that's a good thing to know. But most of the time the market behaves in a different way, right? But to make sure that your portfolio is aligned with the direction of market, you need to analyze whatever assets you have in your portfolio, right? Now, for us, mainly it's XRP, but there are a lot of guys who have a ton of different assets, and for those who have that, they can definitely look at the Patreon, where you're gonna get information for each and every asset like this. So just for this time, I'm gonna give you guys, my YouTube viewers, a chart for free. Now, if you want to look at this, you can look and understand. This is Zcash on a 3-day, and it definitely shows you a probability that this type of a breakout is going to happen. And if that's happening, you need to keep an eye on your RSI, where it's right now at a long-term support. But with that being said, it's also forming a checkmate pattern where it comes from the top, it consolidates there, and then it breaks to the upside. So if you want these kind of updates, and next 6 months this is gonna happen, next 3 to 5 months this is gonna happen, and you are gonna position yourselves at that bottom and sit tight for just 3 to 6 months and take that 5x, 10x, 15x, you can definitely look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below. Now let's jump onto the charts, right? That's why we are here. Now, if you extend this line, what you're trying to do is connect this top and as much as possible. So this is, you are getting one support there, that's valid. Then you broke below, you come back up, you hit that one again, so that's a valid resistance. You come back somewhere close, you bounced back down, so that's a resistance again. So keeping that into perspective, right now we are either breaking out or we are just close to that, right? So this is one of the reasons why we always try to use a support resistance zone when in doubt, to get a clarity what's happening. So to the downside, I'm plotting it here. To the upside, we are plotting it to the here. Now why? You look at this one, we reached this area and bounced to the downside. We didn't actually go and touch the resistance, right? So we are catching that as a resistance zone. Now to the upside, where is that resistance zone? We went down, we bounced, but at one area the price got rejected. We came back down again and then bounced. So that's the upper resistance. So that's your resistance zone. So you can call that as support resistance zone, and it definitely looks like we are going in. And if the MACD, as it shows, is bouncing, what you have to keep in mind is, when the MACD is bouncing, RSI is breaking out, that's a trend to the upside. I don't know what you think, I don't know what others kind of give you what they think. But whenever the market goes down, it bounces to the upside. It goes down, it goes up. Now in between you have volatility, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 in this microwave structure. So in a macro wave, you have a microwave. Now even in that microwave, you now have a nano wave, right? So in that, if you know Elliott wave analysis, this is going to help you a lot, and it's going to ease the pain, right? Otherwise you're going to be confused. But stay with me, I'm going to take you through this. Say wave 1 here, 2 here, 3. So in this one, what we can say is that the macro wave structure is starting to play out, and that means you're going to see something similar here. Now we'll have to see, once this wave 1 is complete, then we'll be able to understand. Say if that is going towards $1, $1.5 and then correcting down, we are now taking the measurement from this bottom to that top and then plotting 2 to 3 times of that as wave 2. Then same wave 1 as wave 3. Then we'll see what it comes up with. But now that's wave based analysis. Now if you don't understand that, you can always do the trend based analysis. You're looking at the trend, how the price is fluctuating, and then what you get, you're going to the upside. Now why do we think that's going to happen? Because the likeliness of this scenario playing out is higher. So when you look at XRP, this is what it kind of you see, right? The number of days taken is like another 60 to 90 days. That's just 2 to 3 months. We are going to move higher. Now why do we actually think that? Because when we see Bitcoin itself showing a possibility that this pattern is bearish, 65% of the time this breaks to the downside, and in that aspect, and the moving average coming to the downside and acting as a resistance, and with this highlighted zone as an support resistance zone, it's also a resistance. So if the price is breaking to the downside and making the bottom retested, then that means we're going to go higher in altcoins. One stuff. Second one, if we are breaking that low too, that's the high momentum wave 2 in action at that time. This is a comparison of XRP BTC. So now you saw BTC dominance dropping. So what happens with the BTC to alt pair? They all pump. So in this aspect, you can see it pumped once, it came back down, it went up, it didn't actually come back to the original base, but it created a new base which was acting as a trend line support resistance zone. Now I definitely agree, there are people who say trend lines are bullshit, I don't understand it. Fine, if you don't understand it, that's cool, that's up to you. But if you look at this is not a coincidence that the price is coming to one area and getting bounced to the downside. Price breaks out and tries to take that, but the volume come in and push it down. So these are something to understand about the breakout. Through a support resistance zone, you'll have a lot of volume like this, which you see here, and the candle goes like this, and that creates a significant wave which come back, corrects the support range because it just broke through that, it come back down, it retests that, and then go up higher. So with the combination of BTC dominance and this, you kind of get that picture, right? Then when we zoom in to look at XRP, this is a daily chart where we are like, okay, the RSI has already broken out, it came back and it just retested the RSI's breakout. So if it's bouncing higher, that shows the possibility that the price is going to break. Now this is kind of a micro scenario, right, where we are going to see that the price can break above 0.62, and from there it's actually going to go towards 0.71. So that range is still intact. But if that range is keeping us as a huge overhead resistance and pushing us down, we may come back to retest this base again. So we just saw this in the BTC pair, right? We went up, we came down to test this resistance, turned into support. So same thing here. If we are breaking out, we are going to come back down and test this range. So if we get a bounce at that time, that's great, because RSI is not kind of a lagging indicator. It kind of shows you the trend, what's happening, and it's an easy indicator which shows you with a combination of some other techniques, easy techniques, which you can follow with MACD, RSI, and the moving average. The price has higher odds to move to the upside, because at the same time on a 3-day chart, you're going to get breakout in RSI for Bitcoin too. So the Bitcoin bears, as of now, I don't know what they're thinking, but I'm sure they are getting worried, because in a macro scenario, the market is slowly turning. So the wave 3 in Bitcoin is going to come, and altcoins are going to get their wave 2. So they bounce down, now they're going to go up. So from here, when the price goes that $5, $6 mark, you can see that the top comes somewhere around $6 to $7, $8, $9. Always we get extended to the upside, and if it's wave 2, we are going to get extended too much. And if we are in, even at this point, your cost basis is at 0.6, 0.5, you're still going to make 10x. If your cost basis is somewhere around 0.2, 0.3, like we happen to do in that time period, you're going to get like 20x when the XRP is reaching $6. That's just next impulse. It's not even the breakout, right? You know, there are a lot of people who really don't understand the market history and all. For them, you know, this is just one chart of a coin, see a coin, which shows you it has a pattern. It broke through, it went up, it hit its target, it came back down. Great. Now go look at the history and how the price fluctuates. It kind of did like around 650x in last cycle. Great, it's not a bad deal, it's exceptionally well. Now we come back to see what the exact wave 1 was, and here you're kind of looking at, if we take this precisely, yeah, you're kind of looking at 40-50x in wave 1 and then 120x in wave 2. So again, wave 3, 30x. So that kind of gives you an idea that, okay, wave 1 is like this, wave 2 is like this, wave 3 is like this. So you kind of have a ratio in which things move. But when you look at the macro perspective, yes, you get this. But the problem lies here. When you are here, you don't know where you are. You're going down like this, and you see a fluctuation like this. 1, 2, 3. People are like, no, the bull market is done. We're going down. We're doing down. The money is moving out. They don't really see this coming. Why? Because we are down here at that moment. We don't know what's coming ahead unless you move out and look for the macro scenario, right? Because the price action showed you that it's having a rounded bottom. We're going to go parabolic. We did that. Now you look at this scenario, you have a lot of different assets doing this right now. And you know, patience is the most important stuff after you buy the right asset at the right price. Just for this kind of fluctuation, you're getting 100 days of consolidation, but the pattern is valid. You only did 6x and 95 days of consolidation. You have different assets doing this, right? We do that regularly in our Patreon one-on-one. Each post we go through, we highlight this did this, it's going to consolidate 350 days, it did consolidate 350 days. Now next 3 months, it's going to do that magic wave to the upside. Now these are showing you that the market is still on, and as the fire grows, it's something it's gonna be like this, and that's gonna be massive, right? The trend is following. It goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. So each time it's going up, it's also coming down. So if you are a guy who can't digest these kind of 85% of drop, don't be in crypto. That's going to be really risky for you. It's way better for you to be in gold, silver, platinum, you know, that kind of commodities, where at least from these points you're not going to get 80% of drop, because here you're going to get that every time. if you want to get through the top and make that 600x, that's the only way. Now come here and look at what it has done. Just compare with the last cycle and see what it has just done here. Is it this wave? Is it this wave in the correction? Or is it this wave? For me, in my eyes, this is the consolidative area and the breakout from that one, and then wave 1. So this here is the consolidative area, the breakout from that, and wave 1. So to just, if you want to validate, fine, look at what the price has just done, and you're looking like an 87% drop, which happens to be something similar to that of corrections in last wave, where you're going to see even higher correction in wave 2, but even higher fluctuation to the upside. So now that's the general idea about the market to understand what we are looking at. So if you zoom out on XRP on a macro perspective, you see like this. We had this trend line going and we are bouncing, and when we bounce to this range, that's like euphoria in action coming in on a daily chart. Now the same needs to come on a 3-day chart. The same needs to be activated on a weekly chart before it starts getting slowed down, because a lot of money is chasing a little bit of supply, because at that time the price would be too huge to run behind. So if you are looking at this price point here and saying this is not the big opportunity, it's going to go down, it's completely up to you. But if you are comparing what happened in the history and then look at what's happening right now, and then the bounce here, now yeah, you can use the indicators, see if we are going to break higher, if you are doing that. If we are and you think that we are doing it, that's the opportunity which you want to seize. At least in my opinion, I'm here from when we were doing this. I'm here when we were doing this. I'm here when we were doing this. And right now, considering all of those scenarios, I'm way happy because my units are doing well. You know, we averaged down till this point and our average lies somewhere here. Great. So that means if you were strong during this time and you average down to this range, you're already 3x even after all this crazy stuff and the drop. And at the top, you were kind of 10x. So next time when you go up, you're like 20x. So that's what we want you to make money, and that's why we give you the information regarding your asset, the information regarding how to look at technical analysis and different assets. Now for different assets, this is the way we do it. We go through a lot of different assets, giving you guys that direct clarity on what this particular asset may do in near future. And if you want that, you can look at the Patreon. The link is in the description below. So guys, I definitely believe you received value for your time, and if you really did, please do support the channel. Hit that like and subscribe button. That supports the channel a lot. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.